Good morning. It is 8:20 on Tuesday, the 25th of October, and I've gone back to bed. I've gone downstairs, made myself a cup of coffee, some cereal, and brought it up to bed because it feels like it's a decadent thing to do to have breakfast in bed. Not something I do very often, so I'm going to do it today. Plans for today include going food shopping this morning. Woohoo, isn't that exciting? And then this afternoon I'm going into town, and I'm going to go and collect the wool and pattern for the theatre vest. I've got a few other bits I think that I want to do. Oh yes, I'm going to go and choose buttons, hopefully, and get some buttons for the Aran cardigan as well. So those are the main things for today. Then this evening it's knit group up the pub. Hopefully I'll be knitting the button bands or the collar for the cardigan at that point, and that should be a fairly good thing to take up to the pub to work on. Okay, that's the plans for today. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I've come shopping today, down to Aldi. I was going to come shopping with my husband, but he hates going to Aldi. He's a bit of a snob. No, he doesn't like the parking, he doesn't like the queuing, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, I quite like Aldi, and I actually like the value from it and how quick it is because it's a small shop. So yeah, so I've come shopping by myself. He does the shopping usually most of the time, to be fair, so for me coming to do the main food shop is actually an unusual way round. But yeah, so he's not come because I'm come to Aldi. So going to go do a bit of shopping. I'm going to try and bulk buy some stuff that I can cook up for lunches to take to work. I try to prepare my food, my lunches. I try to prepare 2 or 3 days at a time, one way to try and keep things like that quicker. And as you all know, I like a good breakfast as well. So yeah, so I'm going to do this food shopping. Then when I get back, I forgot to mention this morning, the Cable Magoria second part of the pattern will have been released. So do I cast on the second part of the Cable Magoria, or do I carry on with the baby Aran cardigan? Decisions. And then I've got to go into town, as I say later. I've also decided when I go into town I'm going to get my eyebrows done because they're looking a mess. Take a pair of shoes in that need rehealing, and maybe have a little bit of a wander around a couple of charity shops. So that is the plan for this afternoon. See you in a bit. So just an update on the baby cardigan. It's coming on really well. Got this much of the front left to do. The hat is looking so cute. I sent a picture actually earlier on to my friend who I'm making it for, and she's so excited about it, so I'm really pleased. It's looking great. So I'm just going to finish this neck bit off, and then I can work on the button bands and collar. Yay! Well, another change of plan, another update on the theatre vest. The wool still isn't ready to collect. The costume director went to get the wool. He hadn't pre-ordered it. They didn't have it all in stock. He's got to go back on Thursday to collect it. I am getting really worried now about whether I'm going to be able to complete this vest. Anyway, so change of plan. I ordered a load of yarn this a couple of days ago. That has arrived, so I'm going to do some dyeing this afternoon. And yeah, some of the other things that were going to happen later in the week. I'm just trying to keep juggling things around. Right, yeah, so I'm not going to go into town this afternoon. I'm going to put yarn into soak now and do a little bit of dyeing later this afternoon. And then still go to knit group this evening, try and work on the Aran cardigan, try and get the button bands and things done this evening if I can. Okay. So this big box is the yarn that I ordered this month, and this big pack is the boxes actually for the advent calendars. So what I thought I would just mention actually is in this box I've got yarn for Mystery Sock Club this weekend to dye, some normal 75-25 sock yarn. Oh, got to be a little bit careful cutting because you don't want to cut into any packs of yarn. But I also ordered some sport weight yarn this time, and the reason why I've ordered some sport weight yarn is because I want to knit the Alpine Glow at some point, and I can't find any sport weight yarn in the colour that I want, so I'm going to dye it myself. So I get the invoice. So yeah, this is today's order. This is a smallish order really actually. What have we got in here? That's what I always use for the Mystery Sock Club, 85% merino, 15% nylon. It's the luxury one that I use. So soft, knits up so softly. But that's fine because I might actually dye the sport weight this afternoon. That might be the sport weight I'm guessing. Looks different. Yeah, so that is my sport weight, 100% superwash, 300 meters per 100 grams. So I'm going to probably dye that this afternoon as well. I want to dye that a dark blue, I think, a purpley dark blue. Might use my Stormy Skies colourway for that actually. Go that dark with it, I think. It's a very deep dark blue purple. So yeah, that's what that's going to be. That's going to be for me. And then, as I say, I've got the extra fine, and there should also just be the standard 75. Yeah, got some standard 75-25% as well. So yeah, okay, get some of this in to soak. Some of it you can't see. I'm not doing the Mystery Club this afternoon, but what yeah, you're not probably going to be able to see everything I dye this afternoon because some of it is surprise stuff or mystery stuff. Okay. Hello there. So I had a change of plan again this afternoon. I decided not to do the dyeing because I was just worried that I was going to end up having to rush it if I did it this afternoon, so I'd have to leave it to soak for a few hours, and then there was dinner to cook and everything like that. So the yarn is soaking and it will soak overnight, and I'm going to dye yarn first thing tomorrow morning. Instead, what I have been doing this afternoon is writing out labels. I've been writing out all the labels for the Advent because I forgot that that was something that needed doing. And not only do I write out the labels, I cut out the labels as well. I really need to rethink this next year because it's really time consuming. Anyway, but that is done. So yeah, all the labels are written out. And what else have I done? That's really been it. I've been watching podcasts while I was doing that. I was watching some true crime podcasts, and I was watching Alex from My Yarny Corner. I'm so behind on Vlogtobers. I have been watching some of Karen from Stitches and Jacks, but I'm so far behind on hers. Alex from My Yarny Corner. I'm sure there are a couple of others that I've watched a few of as well, but my brain just can't keep anything. Come on, Amanda, think. Oh, I've watched a couple of Mandy's from Mouse's Makes. She's doing a live thing on a Saturday. I never seem to be able to make the live one, but I've watched a couple of them afterwards. Brain. I know there's at least one other that I've been trying to dip in and out of as well. But anyway, so yes, and I really appreciate the fact people are watching my Vlogtober. Really appreciate it. So yeah, today was supposed to be, I was going to go into town. I was going to do all of those things. That just hasn't happened because my plans changed. Anyway, I still do need to go and get a few things from the shops. So tomorrow morning we'll do dyeing. And maybe nip down to, we've got the range near us. I might be able to get a couple of things. I'll either have to go to the range or to Hobbycraft, I think. to get a couple more things that I want. I need some more tissue paper for yarn orders. I need some thread, some sparkly thread of some sort for labelling, for actually tying the labels to the yarn. And there's one more item. So when I was checking everything off, there's still one more item that I was going to try and put in as an extra. So if I can get hold of that, I will. But that's kind of very much a if I can. There's plenty of other extras in there. So yeah, and I need to. Well, I'm so worried about this theatre fest now. But so I just need to get everything else done so that once I've got the stuff for that, I can just focus on that. We're going up to York on Sunday to see Eloise, and I think it'll be me driving, and that could be valuable knitting time. Not seeing Eloise, I mean, I've not got a problem with the waste. That's not a waste of time seeing Eloise at all. It's the time in the car, because if my husband was driving, I could knit in the car, but his car's in the garage and don't think it's going to be ready for Sunday, so bother. Anyway, this is what I was worried about, by committing to that vest. And I suppose I could pull out, but I'm just going to see it on Thursday. But I'm telling you now, if it's really complicated and they give me a large size to do, given the fact that we should have had the yarn a week ago. And okay, I know the earliest I could have got it was Saturday, but Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that's an extra 5 days I could have knitted on it, presuming I'm going to get the yarn on Thursday. And there is part of me that still thinks that's not going to happen. Either that or they're going to have to extend the deadline, and they're not going to have them. I mean, I'm wondering what the other knitters are saying. Okay, I think that's probably going to be it for the vlog today. I'm going to go to knit group this evening. Yeah, I suppose that's the other thing, isn't it? Just focus on that Aran baby cardigan, so that is done and out of the list of to-do things. Oh well, I like to be busy just as well, isn't it? See you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Bye.